Good morning. Thank you for joining me. This is Laurie of Laurie's Heirloom Sewing. So today I am looking at the McCall's Easy Endless Options M2476. I want to revisit the shorts portion because this Stitch and Sparkle fabric right here is just too dang cute. I did the tote bag in this fabric, and I mean, I'm so sorry, but how cute is that? Just for kind of kicking around. I'm going to make them for my sister again. I think it would just be adorable. Well, I'm just gonna see if I have enough fabric. I sure hope so, because this would just be too cute. Okay, so here we go. Now this is me going back into a pattern that I've already opened. I've cut all the pieces. I think I've cut all of the pieces out. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna see if my folding hack, trick, obsession, I don't know. I'm absolutely obsessed with making sure that when I put a pattern back in the envelope, it has been folded so that I'm not unfolding every single piece to locate the two pieces that I need for this shorts sewing project. And I mean, you can tell looking at this, there's going to be, I did the robe and I did cut out the shorts, but that means that there are two legs, just the bottom portion that you would then use if you were going to make the long pants, which, by the way, I am going to do that. I bought, I think it's coming 1st of September, which is, today is the 21st. Well, I'm not sure what the day is. Yes, today is Friday, August the 21st of 2020. And I purchased, I'll show you what it is. Not a real good picture, but the main portion of the pants will be from this dark green, which it is just kind of a deep green, and then there will be like a little cuff at the bottom made out of the floral butterfly bird print. I thought that would be kind of cute at the bottom, and maybe make pockets edged. I'm going to try to do kind of an interesting pocket situation. Anyway, so now I'm going to dig in and see if this pattern is set up the way that it should be for me. Alright, so here are the instructions right here. I'm digging in. Alright. I know I'm going to need two pieces, and right here they are. So I need piece 14 and piece 13. And I'm not doing the bow, so I don't need piece 15. It's just a decorative bow that I think for pajamas is appropriate, but not shorts. Okay. Well, look at there. There's piece 13 right there in the front. Easy to find. I don't need piece 8. Oh, there's piece 14. So, but as you can see, all of the pieces are easily identified. So shockingly, as you can see, I sort of cleared off a spot in my sewing room, and I've decided I'm just going to cut the fabric out in here, which is quite shocking to me because normally this would not be happening. However, it's what I'm doing. So this is the back for the shorts. The pattern tells you to cut two at the same time with your pattern facing up, so your numbers are face up, not upside down. I'm going to cut out the back 2 pieces, and then I'll bring the fabric up and cut out the front 2 pieces. The grain line for the shorts is the grain line that runs cut end to cut end, not selvage to selvage. So I remembered that my sister is not very tall and would normally wear a petite size if we were to go purchase something. So to do that, you have to fold up to make this pattern shorter. It converts to either a petite, or if you cut along the line and add fabric, then you can make a pair of pants for someone who is a taller person. Requires a little bit more of that space. But for my sister, I have to fold this up, and there's a fold line that I'll show you after I get the pattern cut out, if you're unfamiliar with that particular pattern design. I was just remembering that I designed a pocket for the back of the shorts that I sent to my sister the first time I made this pattern for her. We're going to cut out piece 13. Now the thing to remember, if you have directional fabric, is that your direction, you want that going in the proper direction. And because this is the back of, the full back, one is for the right side and one is for the left side, you don't want one face up and one face down. This piece of fabric set up, and the thing I need to be aware of is I need to fold in the exact same place that I had it for piece 14. Selvages over there, and then this needs to also be facing right side up, and the top of the shorts up here and the bottom of the shorts down here. Everything needs to be the same, and my direction on my fabric needs to be correct. And I'm looking for my grain line. I want to make sure that's straight. Sometimes that can be hard because the top of the shorts is slanted. So you really kind of have to pay attention to your grain line. You don't want to cut that at an angle. Okay. The reason I'm looking at it so closely is because I also have to fold on this line to shorten up the pattern piece like I did on piece 14. So let me get this sorted out. So right here it says to shorten, fold on this line. So there's a line right here, and you just fold up and it's a little fiddly because the pattern does bow in the middle. So the line, while it appears to be straight, isn't exactly straight. So we've got piece 13 cut out. I'll go ahead and put it up. Okay guys, so I'm so thrilled. Here it is, pressed, ready to go. I had to rewrite everything because my original writing was done in friction ink, which promptly disappeared. Oops. I keep hitting the tripod in case you haven't noticed. It's a little crowded, but oh, that was the camera. We're just gonna have to make do. So I've been thinking about these pockets, and I know the last time I made them, it was one piece of fabric made into a pocket by just, you know, just one layer of fabric. So I'm kind of thinking I might make it a little bit more oomphy by adding a second layer of fabric. So the way I plan to do this pocket at this particular point is I'm going to put it down. I have 4. I've got this folded and then folded again, so I'll have 4 layers. And I'm going to trace around the pocket with friction pen. Here is to sew 2 together, leave an opening across the bottom, turn them inside or right side out, and then leave that open but turned in. And then I can just do that stitch all the way across, and the stitch across the bottom will close up the opening that I used to turn these to the right side. So I'm going to go press them. I'm going to put some starch. I might even put a little piece of lightweight interfacing on one. I think I will. I have plenty of that, and that'll kind of give it just a little bit more stability. Alright, so I have a piece of interfacing that I dry pressed to 2 of the pocket pieces. So I'm trimming away the excess. Okay, these are the outside pieces. So this one and this one will go together, while this one and this one go together. And then I'm just going to stitch all the way around. People going in there, I just think that maybe if they're limiting the number of people, I don't. Like here, that X and that X. So that I don't forget, you know, I don't want to sew this all together. I've done that before. And my machine is loaded up with sort of a neutral colored thread, so I should be fine. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start at this bottom X, and then I'm going to go around and stop at this X right here. And I'm going to do that on both, and I will be doing a lock stitch, which means I'm going to come, and I'm using the width of my foot. This is as my own little pocket that I designed. So you can see the foot is sitting right at the edge about the focus. So the next instruction would be to press these flat. just looking for my stitching and just going along. I really want this to be, you know, kind of a tidy pocket. I might even do a little, once I get them turned, a little bit of a decorative stitch. Alright, so we got those trimmed. And then down here where the opening is, right here, I'm going to clip and then just kind of do that. I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to clip. When I get to the end of my stitching, I'm just going to turn my fabric and just do like that. This extra little bit of fabric really helps when you're trying to get all of that stuffed in there and then stitched down. Okay, so they've both been trimmed. I'm ready to turn. Which I kind of think I do want to do some decorative stitching on these pockets. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not going to sew the opening closed because I only want one row of stitching along that open edge when I attach the pockets. So if I do decorative stitching, it would need to be in this particular, you know, just right up in this area. So there's this one, and there is this one, and I think they're very cute. So we take the front inside leg and we attach it at the notches like so. Pin it or clip it, or if you feel confident enough not to. It's just a small section of fabric. 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. Alright, so as you can see, these seams have been pressed open. I'm going to match those up before I do anything else right here. This inside leg seam needs to be matched nice and pretty. This ends up being the crotch area. Next step is to carefully pick this bristly thing up. Now, the stitching along the entirety of this you do once, and then you go back and just before the crotch and just past the crotch you stitch a second time. Done, and we just open it up so that the seams are facing us like so, And there we have almost a pair of shorts. Alrighty, so I have returned. I'm all folded and pressed for the waistband. I'm going to start stitching in the back, and I'm going to start on this side of the back center seam. So right here, just past where this is, I'm going to start stitching right here and go around, and then I'm going to leave an opening so that I'll be able to get the elastic in. Match up those stitches, cut your threads, and then insert your elastic. Alright, so now I am stitching all in the side seams and in this front seam right here and in this side seam over here. Okay, so the next thing I need to do before I finish off is to make sure that the hem from side seam to hem is 16 inches, which it should not be right now. It should be quite, I need to hem it quite a bit, I'm sure. So I'm going to take a peek, see how much room I have. Okay, they are at 18 inches, right at 18 inches. So I've got a 2-inch hem I have to deal with on this leg, and then on the other one I'm going to check it as well. And this is on the outside. Yep, 18 inches. So this will get a 2-inch hem all the way around on both legs. And I think they've just turned out. I love these little back pockets. I think they're so cute. They hold a cell phone. And these just feel a little bit more sturdy to me. If you were going to put a pocket in the back pocket, or a phone in the back pocket, you know, you've got that extra bit of fabric and some interfacing back there. And of course, they're picnic pants. How can you go wrong, right? Literally, they are picnic pants. You got the food, you got the hat, you got the shoes, you got the book. I think there was a stack of books to read. You got the berries, and you got the ants. They're just too cute. Good morning, guys. So I'm almost done. All I have to do is hem them, and I have marked the hem at 16 inches from the waistband to the hem. So I will take care of that. Uh-oh. Ooh, did I cut it just at the last second? I ran out of bobbin thread at that exact moment when I finished. Wow, that's crazy. Okay guys, I'm not sure if that last little ending piece of my video actually recorded or not. My camera was just kind of literally physically hanging on to the tripod. So when I reached over to kind of save it from itself, I don't know if I turned it on or turned it off. So anyway, I'm just going to do another one. This may be a repeat, in which case we'll do some editing. But anyway, these are the shorts. They're so cute. I love the fabric. We got these pockets with that chevron design. They'll be cute and comfortable for the hot summer that is still in effect down in South Alabama. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. It is Saturday, August the 22nd of 2020, and here in Western Washington, it's a cool morning. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but when I went out this morning, I was very chilly. So let's just take a look real quick. I know you want the weather. Yeah, it's 62 degrees in August. That's kind of crazy. And meanwhile, in South Alabama, they're wearing shorts, and I'm wearing flannel. Alright guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.